Hey Tyrone, it's Scott. This video is for you. It's probably going to be long, but I'm going to run through the bike so you have a good idea of what you're coming up to see or what your buddy's coming up to see. So I just prepping it for me leaving, and I'm leaving it here at the office so you'll be able to see it. So where do we start? You kind of already have the list of extras or what's coming on it. So I just wanted to kind of give you like some things to look at, I suppose. Tread on the tires. That's dang near brand new. The wrap on this front fender was the one I was telling you about. Like I had to put a seam in it, and the wind just catches the seam and it kind of flares up. So it's honestly, that's a bad job. I would take that to a professional. I haven't, because I just stopped worrying about it. But also something on here is a fork brace. I don't remember the company that made it, but oh my gosh, made that front end so much stiffer. It's really nice. Those are the little LED fog lights, give you some extra lighting. I think I mentioned already, those are the LED, I still can't remember the brand, but I want to say it was like 250 bucks for 2 LEDs. Kind of a neat extra the guy before me did. He smoked out the mirrors so that it doesn't have that like yellow ones, which is kind of cool. You'll notice little dings like this, where, you know, this sits in a shop where people walk by it all the time and it just gets dinged and nicked. So I don't know, maybe some spray can stuff will fix that and make it look better. The windshield here has another piece to it that flips up. I know you're replacing that windshield, but that becomes kind of a big touring shield like that, which blocks a hell of a lot of wind. So, but that flare up one is pretty cool. So maybe that'll do it too. Let's see what else is up here. Nothing super helpful. I don't think I got anything custom. I'll leave the RAM mounts on. I'll take this with me because that's my quad lock for my phone, but I'll leave those 2 RAM ball mounts if you want to add anything. This goes to a radar detector. I had a radar detector mount. I'll leave that wired on if you want it. If you don't want it, tell me and I'll pull it off. One of the compartments right here, you got to kind of, it sticks, so you got to kind of push it and pull with your finger down here. And you've got like a USB over here. It's kind of hard to see, sorry. There's 2 USB ports right there that you can plug stuff into. Like I run a iPhone cord and it comes out of that little niche, little nook, and then you can plug it into your phone. This is a CB radio thing if you're from 1980 apparently, and you want to run CBs to your helmet. Cool, I guess. This particular bike has extenders for the bars. So the bars are higher and back a little farther, and that all comes from underneath here. I don't think you'll ever need it, but if you did, they exist. There's tractions adjustments right there. You can contact that company too to find out more about them. There's the stock radio, volume control. If you want to switch over to like the Bluetooth is right there. That's where the fog lights are on. I just leave them on all the time. You also have all of those controls up here on the handle. So there's your volume, there's your change button, there's a mute button. So cool. What else is down here? You'll notice something with these mini floorboards. I've got them angled forward a little bit. I have a size 13 shoe, and it makes shifting a heck of a lot easier. So instead of them being like flat, like this is perfectly flat, I have them angled forward, and I love it. Very custom to me, I suppose. Back here, you've got a I don't know what kind of cord you call that, but it's made for like plugging into the battery. You can charge the battery on a trickle charger with it. Auxiliary, if you like have heated gear, you can plug in your heated gear there. So that just kind of sits there. To open the saddlebags, it's a little lever up underneath this. So it's underneath this guard. Pull that, and there's my 2 amps. So I've got spacers under, this one goes to the 4 speakers, the 6x5 pokes and the 6x9 poke audios. This one just runs that 10-inch mid base. So you do have room back here. And I realize like that's terrible video, terrible lighting. But front of it's kind of taken up. If you wanted to take out that mid base, let me know and I can pull that amp out. That'll give you a lot of space. Those close like that. The tour pack has two 6x9s here. My girlfriend tells me that this pad back here sucks. She's not a big fan of it. She likes having something a little bit bigger because it kind of digs into her. This is lockable and I do have the key. I have two keys. So like there's the 6x9s wired in. This is able to be taken off relatively quickly. So, sorry, I got crap in here. Ooh. But it's all soundproofed. You've got quick connects, and then the only thing you need to take it off is unscrew those. Weird bolt, because that's what I had when I built it. There's an extra key. There's that. There's the antenna. Kind of just tucks up underneath there. On the other side, that's that. Oh, I got the book in here too. So you got the manual. That's the 10-inch sub. It's not a sub, it's a mid bass. Sounds really good though. I tried putting a sub in that. It did not work. So this is the side with the damage. Try to get you some better lighting. So yeah, it's scuffed. There's the broken piece right there that exposes that. That's a little piece of plastic on Partzilla you can get. Those little blue dots, if you're wondering what they are, they're just reflectives. This bike is flat black. It is not visible at night. So I have a couple of little blue dots that are in my head tell me I'm more visible. So there's the Ergo 3s. I love those. Those are fantastic. Very adjustable. I don't know how tall you are, but I think that kind of does it. I'll show you two other things I think are super cool. The guy before me did this and I really appreciated it. That's a radio knob. So like it's an OEM radio knob and it matches the radio knobs and he put a key inside of it. Such a smooth idea. So this just sits here and it looks like another radio knob, but when you turn it, I don't know what you call that, glove box pops open. So this just comes off and I got just junk in there, honestly. Always make sure you got that on before you drive away or else it'll end up in your lap flying away. And then this key also becomes the key you use to open up the gas tank when you stop for gas, which is great. You never really have to remove your main key. I'll take that. That's my garage door opener. That opens up access to the radiator. It's also where I have the speaker wires all kind of tucked up in there. So, oh, and then the last thing that I can think of anyway. So that same like radio plug, radio key, that's this too. I had to put a beefier one on because this is what locks the saddlebags. So turn that to the left, you can't open the saddlebags. Turn it to the right, now they'll open. And then when you lock them, you can take the key out. So it's on a little bit beefier piece because they're honestly not easy to turn. I leave them unlocked all the time unless I go on trips. So Twin Brothers exhaust, there's those. Oh, car tire. The back end's got the car tire on it right now. So you have to tell me, you want the car tire or the motorcycle tire on there when you drive away on it? Let me know and I'll switch it. If you want, I'll even show you how to switch it. Like easily. You lay the bike down on its side and then you unscrew the 5 bolts and that's it. There's the motorcycle tire. So still a lot of meat on that. Kind of hard to tell in the video. But that's probably got another 5,000 miles on it with no problem. There's the normal back seat rest. There's a plate that goes on, and then you mount the back seat rest to that. Okay, last thing, I'll let you hear it. I have no idea how that comes across on video, but it's loud in here. The last thing I'll show you too is the radio, but I don't know. Let's see, I don't think I can use the USB because I'm using the camera right now. FM.
But it does. Making sure you're up to date on your COVID boosters.
So there's mute.
Keeps our community safe and healthy.
The volume goes up to 30, like that's the highest setting. I've never taken it over 22 or 24. I've never taken it over 24. I've never taken it over 24 with this system on it. I just tuned it to an area where it felt really comfortable there.
Tucson, United Healthcare Dual Complete lets you keep all your
If I can find a station. All right. I don't know if that was helpful, but you've got it. And your guy can listen to it here if he wants to. 12 is where I listen to it, like if I'm in like neighborhoods. 16 is around 35, 45 miles an hour. 20 is where I'll put it on a 20 when you get up to about 50 miles an hour plus, and then 24 if I'm ever on the freeway. So sorry this is so long, but I hope it was helpful in helping you know what you're looking in at, and then also giving your guys some ability to like open things and check them out. So thanks, man. Talk to you soon.